days away now. Just so, how are you feeling right now?
Feeling great. Feeling really good. Feel really good about where the team's at, how we're developing over the course of these scrimmages in the winter. Um, Personally, just very excited. I never want to wish away time, but kind of wishing that next Friday would get here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Um, you bring that up. What's the biggest difference from the team you saw, at the start of like this preseason, like in the fall ball, and then through all the practices to like where we are now? What's the biggest difference you've seen?
I think it's like the level of understanding. So Wally brings about like he's got a whole system of how he does things, how practices are run, how you communicate, which can be a lot for learning for the first time. I mean, I did it a couple years ago, so this team's got a really good grasp of what we do well. I think what they're being asked of. You know what I mean? And the scrimmages and practices and stuff, they don't really change. Like it's not like we're asking or being asked to do something like tremendously complicated, but they have a very good understanding of what they're expected to do. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of new around this program, starting with a new head coach and a lot of new guys on the coaching staff. So,
Sure.
What has really stuck out to you about Coach Wallace, and what's your relationship like with him?
We've got a good relationship. Him and I go back. He was my coach at Notre Dame. He was my assistant there. So I couldn't be more excited for him to get the opportunity to be a head coach. Obviously, I knew he was going to be a hell of a head coach. It's a great opportunity that I'm to be able to play for him is pretty unique, pretty special. So he knows the ins and outs. He's really, really detail oriented, very competitive. He's great, and I know that he's going to do great things for this team and for the program. I'm just, like I said, very excited to be a part of it.
You're one of the few guys on the team who's previously been coached by him.
Yeah.
Having that experience with him, do you think you've been an asset to the team, being a guy that's being coached by him, and you've been able to help other guys maybe get used to the system?
For sure, yeah. The way he goes about offensive philosophies and the whole signs and the sign cards can be a little complex. So being able to kind of like help guys through that was definitely valuable. Ease the transition process because I know how hard it is to look at that card for the first time and try to figure out what you're doing. So and the way he communicates and everything, like him and I have a very good relationship, and I'm kind of able to help the other guys through it, which has been special. So.
Now, you've been at UCF for how long now?
A year, a little less than a year.
What's that year been like for you?
It's been great. It's been great. I mean, I love Orlando. Really cool spot, really cool university. I'm definitely glad that I got the opportunity to come down here. I could certainly see the appeal.
What do you love most about this program?
The people in it. I mean, the support staff. A lot of times you get recruited, you hear about other programs. They say that they have all these resources. They say they do everything to help you. That might not be the case. I mean, that's genuinely the case here. The support staff, everybody that I come into contact with has been great. So the players are certainly set up for success, which is great.
And there's a lot of new faces, like players at UCF, both from transfers and high schools. Like,
sure.
Of all these new guys, who has really stood out to you?
It's a huge group, so I mean, each is going to have to contribute in their own way. So I'll say this: the whole group of new guys as a whole has been great. I mean, they bring a great personality. They bring a good group dynamic. You know what I mean? It's not like they're stepping on anybody's toes. And the kids that were here already to kind of take us all in and kind of show us the ropes, show us how things are done, has been invaluable to me.
What are your thoughts on getting to play Big 12 baseball?
I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Heard big things about the conference, so we'll see. It's known to be pretty good baseball, but I've never done that whole area of the country, never been there, so excited to play in front of some cool environments.
Obviously, you've never played back there, but coming from Notre Dame, you have played Power 5 baseball.
Mm-hmm.
For the guys who maybe haven't experienced that, do you think there's a difference in those the way those teams play?
Maybe not in the way they play. Certainly, Coach Wallace' coach team is going to play a little differently for sure, but it's a good thing. I just think maybe the depth might be the biggest change. I'm not really sure. It's a tough question to answer considering that I've only come from the Power 5, but I know that this team's definitely equipped to take the challenge on and succeed from it for sure.
We've seen the news that more season tickets and program history has been sold for this season. Sounds like just like how they've done for basketball and football, fans are gonna ready to come out to the ballpark. What's your response to that?
I couldn't be more excited. I hope they show up. It's great for the school. It's great for the program. Any excitement we want to keep it there. So I'm not used to really playing in front of crowds, so we'll see. But I hope this gets packed and loud and rowdy because that only makes it more fun for us to play. So.
Last question for you.
Sure.
For those fans who are getting ready to come out, what can they expect to see from you, and do you have a message for them?
I guess my message would be I hope to see you. Would love to see you out here. Love to see you pack the John. I don't really know what they can expect from me. They can expect to see some excitement for sure, and hopefully some really good play. So we'll see.